Good afternoon, AMPED International Education students. I'm Elan Pusseln. You'll remember me from Course 4, and I'm thrilled to be your instructor for the final leg of your program, this Capstone course. It's divided up into two sections, the first of which you will consolidate your research analysis, disseminate your findings, and critically reflect with your affinity group, instructor, and an outside mentor on the learnings that have been produced from your research projects. The second part of the course is developing and sharing an e-portfolio, which is accumulating work that will document your acquisition of knowledge and professional competencies attained through the program of study. In other words, this is the putting it all together course. There's 6 main assignments, but some of parts of those assignments will simply be curating previous assignments that you've already completed. This is a weekly breakdown of the course. You'll notice that at the beginning of each portion of the course, you'll have a week for readings and discussions, and these readings will relate directly to the assignments that you've been assigned. So number 1 is a critical reflection. That's the outside your window critical reflection, which you'll remember that you completed in the first course of this program. Second is a critical friends reflection on your research report. So you'll have submitted a draft of your research report by week 3, and then you'll have an opportunity to receive some feedback on that report before submitting it in the final week of the course. Number 3 is a teaching resource. So derived from the findings of your research report will be an opportunity for you to share those findings indirectly through creating a resource that will help your colleagues or your students or your administration somehow benefit from the findings of your report. And there in week 8 is the research report, which will be revised by you, as well as an e-portfolio onto which your research report will be loaded. And then there's just a small participation grade for reading and discussion. So this is another view of the different opportunities for you to reflect on the research report and its findings. You'll have a couple of reading and discussion opportunities to be able to outline and draft your research report. The draft is due fairly early in the course, but again, you're not going to be graded on that report. It's just a draft that you're going to be sharing with your affinity groups, and then from their feedback, revise in order to submit in the final week of the course. Here's a slide that describes the ePortfolio pages that you'll be developing. Essentially, you're creating 5 different pages. The first is a welcome page, and then page A, onto which you'll place your critical reflection, B, onto which you'll place your research report, C, onto which you'll place your teaching resource, and D, onto which you'll place a selection of course activities from prior courses in the program. The ePortfolio won't be due until the final week of the course, when your research report, your revised research report, is also due. Those are the fancy arrows indicating how all of those individual discrete components will come together in the Mahara ePortfolio. And just so you know, of course, you are already well familiar with Mahara as a tool, so you are free to upload your final drafts at any time well before week 8. In fact, you'll be encouraged in this course to plan ahead and to start preparing those ePortfolio pages in advance of the final due date. You'll see this slide again in the course material. This is just a deeper dive into the rundown of what is required for each page of your ePortfolio, but there again you can see 5 pages and then a couple of short items on each of those pages. You'll be making those pages viewable for the instructor, your affinity group, and you have the choice to release it to the rest of the class. And as I said before, even though there looks like there's a lot here, you are free to start preparing that ePortfolio and its various pages at any time between now and the end of the course in the summer. So there are some things that you can get started on now. I know that you're all in different degrees of completion of your research, which is great. The very first thing I'd like you to do is to, between now and the first week of the course, is to send me a quick message or set up a meeting with me to talk about, just to give me a summary of your project and the status update, so about where you are right now in terms of collecting and analyzing your data. As I'd mentioned, you can start to create your Mahara pages in a collection now. You'll be creating 5 total pages and then posting the collection URL in the OWL website so that everybody in your affinity group has easy access to that site. And you are also free to get started on completing some of the online readings and viewings. I have only required readings and viewings that are directly related to your course assignments to help you prepare for them. So I hope that they will be helpful, so you can get started on those now, and they're available either online or electronically. You can start an outline of the Outside My Window assignment. You can also start an outline of your research report, and the requisite readings will help you start to think about that outline. And you can also start thinking about a teaching resource, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a 6-page text-based document. I'm encouraging folks, for example, to use their now polished video making skills to create a short video that will provide an overview or recommendations or some kind of information delivery to your colleagues based on the research that you've found. If you have any questions between now and the first week of the course, you will be able to review this video, obviously. I'm sending along a draft, and it is only a draft, so there might still be a few tweaks of the syllabus and some more assignment information. You can contact me by email, and I'm going to make the course site live next week. Again, there might be a few tweaks between now and the first day of class, July the 6th, but you'll have early access to all of the course materials so you can sufficiently prepare your required assignments, given that you might have other priorities over the summer. Hopefully some holidays. And you'll find some more course information in July. I've tried to centralize all of the course material, so everything should be available in the OWL forum tool. So have a look there, look for your affinity group and the other forum feeds that you'll be able to find the required information. And I'll be adding this PowerPoint to that information there on the forum. And finally, I will be creating a sample of Eportfolio Pages, which will go live in July. So you'll have a template that you can look at in terms of preparing your ePortfolios, but you'll have some freedom as well to design them in a way that is attractive and appealing to you. So I won't take up any more of your time. Best of luck to you all in terms of the remainder of your data collection, and I look forward to seeing you starting in July. Take care.